want to bring back classical yoga in its purest form, not the studio yoga, not the book yoga, not the kind of things that are being done in the world. Proper classical yoga, it is a phenomenally powerful science.
So what makes something classical is, one thing is the period of its existence, which definitely all yoga has. In a specific form, if it has existed for a period, and another thing for a language is that it must have a substantial body of literature. That is, it is not just people are speaking it, many people have written many things about it, explored various dimensions of life using that language. There is a substantial body of literature and it has existed for a sufficient amount of time where you really can't pin the exact date when it started. The Hatha Yoga, as we are teaching, this is not happening now, this has happened for millennia in this form. Because the significance of this lineage is, this is a lineage which clearly understands we are dumb idiots. When you know you're a dumb idiot, you will not try to change anything. That's the significance of being stupid. Hello? When you think you're stupid, you don't think you will have to innovate, isn't it? People who think they're smart, they always have to make something of their own, they have to leave a signature. So this is a lineage where nobody left a signature on the yoga.
The practice, as you see it, the mechanics of it, is simply the body. You have to breathe life into it, otherwise it'll not become alive. This is why in the traditions there's been so much stress on the life group to make it alive. We want to build people who are willing to invest their lives into the profoundness of yoga, not getting fancy benefits out of it, not hanging onto a chair or a tree and thinking you're doing yoga. So, to bring back that dimension, and that's not going to happen by instruction only. A phenomenal energy is needed, otherwise yoga cannot be taught. Without a phenomenal sense of energy, no yoga can be taught. If you teach yoga without creating a vessel of energy, then that yoga is not yoga, that is just a farce. That farce is going all over the place right now. So, because we created it, this Adi Yogi Alliance with that intention, we want a powerful space. We want this to be such a vibrant space that if you simply sit here, really tune into what's happening here in this hall or what will be happening here in the next 24 hours, you must be able to know all the Yoga Sutras. You never have to open a book, never have to listen to anybody. You just have to energy tune yourself and it'll be there. To make that happen, you need a powerful space, otherwise such things will not happen. Tomorrow, when we are not here, there still has to be a space which will teach yoga. Maybe there will be just a teacher, maybe there will be no guru here, maybe there will be just a teacher. Even if a teacher stands here, suddenly things should come out of them that they do not know. They should begin to say things, they should begin to feel things, they should begin to experience things that they themselves do not know. Only then we can transmit this. Like never before, distortions are also happening to yoga. Serious distortions, most ridiculous distortions are happening. So at a time like this, going out in the world,
and offering, mark my words, I'm saying offering classical Hatha Yoga is a very significant and an important thing to do because the populations on the planet are showing interest. But to provide the genuine thing is a tremendous responsibility. The day we have produced, let's say, 10,000 classical Hatha Yoga teachers who are actively on in the world, after that, this will become the standard. That's all we need to do. So, you must live and offer this in such an inspiring way. Anybody who sees you should want to do it this way. What makes something classical is, one thing is the period of its existence, which definitely all yoga has. In a specific form, if it has existed for a period, and another thing for a language is that it must have a substantial body of literature. That is, it is not just people are speaking it, many people have written many things about it, explored various dimensions of life using that language. There is a substantial body of literature and it has existed for a sufficient amount of time where you really can't pin the exact date when it started. The Hatha Yoga, as we are teaching, this is not happening now, this has happened for millennia in this form. Because the significance of this lineage is, this is a lineage which clearly understands we are dumb idiots. When you know you're a dumb idiot, you will not try to change anything. That's the significance of being stupid. Hello? When you think you're stupid, you don't think you will have to innovate, isn't it? People who think they're smart, they always have to make something of their own, they have to leave a signature. So this is a lineage where nobody left a signature on the yoga. I even feel within myself, I shouldn't tell you this, but now you asked, I'm telling you, I don't feel right to even call it Isha Classical Hatha Yoga. Within me, it's not okay. Classical Hatha Yoga, that's all it is. Isha is added because today's world functions with brand, and you must understand, the brand of Isha has been built with blood and sweat. Classical Hatha Yoga, that's all. Because no frills, no addition from us, just the way it was, and its potential is limitless. Here it sits, we can codify it in many ways, we can teach it to you, we can put it in the form of energy, we can make it in so many ways. So in this context, yoga, the application of yoga is limitless. So it has a body and its age is also quite timeless, at least in human perspective. So that qualifies for classical Hatha Yoga.
A deep breath wherever you are, whether you are sitting with your yoga mat, watching from your bed, or listening with your heart wide open. Just pause for a moment, let it all settle. No need to rush, no need to analyze anything. Simply allow the silence between these words to land gently within you. In a world where we constantly pulled in 100 directions, sometimes it is a quiet pause that brings us back to what truly matters. Not everything needs to be understood immediately. Some things are meant to be felt, to be allowed, to be lived into slowly, gently, patiently. If something within you stirred even slightly, let that be. You don't need to name it, you don't need to solve it, just let it be. There is a space within all of us, a space beyond thoughts, beyond doing, beyond trying, a space that simply is. Maybe this is the right moment to sit with that space. Maybe this is your time to listen more inwardly than ever before. The beauty of this journey is that there is no destination to reach. It is not about getting it right. It's also not about knowing more. It's about returning to something you have always known, but perhaps forgot for a while. So if you feel drawn to explore further, do so with grace, not force. If you feel called to deepen your practice, let it come from sincerity, not from pressure. If you feel the pull to sit in silence or stillness, then maybe that is enough for today. Close your eyes if you wish. Breathe in softly and just allow yourself to be held by the silence that follows. And remember, your journey is yours alone. No comparison, no competition, just the gentle unfolding of something timeless within you. Thank you for being here. This is not a summary of Sadhguru's word. It is simply my interpretation of the deep wisdom he imparted. Kindly keep them separated and do not misunderstand. Thank you for joining, and we will see you tomorrow. Until then, stay home. Namaskar.
चंद्रचूड़ शिव शंकर